Hello there, what is up everybody? It is Alderbear Art here, back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be drawing Cheek's Roblox avatar. So, this video has quite a bit of a story behind it. So, this video, the one you're watching right now, was originally supposed to get posted after a collab went up. So, Cheek and I had done an audio call on Discord for like 2 hours. We were playing Roblox together and stuff, and I figured that when she posted the collab, I would post up this video, right? So the biggest problem is the fact that I never actually recorded our video call. Well, it wasn't even a video call. It was like a screen recording and, audio call type thing, because we were playing Roblox. So the biggest problem is I never recorded it because I figured, you know what? I'm going to let Cheek post it. She has the slightly larger audience and everything. And I feel like it's only fair to let her do it, and then I'll do the next one or something. So I figured if she's recording and doing all the editing and all this work on our collab, then I'll do something different on my channel. So we'll be able to link to each other, but we're not just, posting the exact same content on both channels. It just seemed like a little bit unnecessary, in my point of view at least. So it had been a little over a month. I was trying not to bother her because I knew it was like 2 hours worth of content she had to edit and everything like that. So I was trying not to bug her. So after it had been like a little over a month, I said, hey, I have a speed paint I wanted to post when you posted up your collab, but I noticed you hadn't posted it yet. So I'm like, if you're still working on it, no big deal, no rush. But if you decide to scrap it because it wasn't that great of quality, because it was our first collab together. I don't do well with strangers one-on-one. I'm great in convention settings and stuff like that when it's like everybody around you. But like on a one-on-one Discord call, guys, it can get pretty awkward if this is like the first time you're speaking to somebody. But I'm like, if it's not that great of quality, I get it. We can re-record it or something. If it was too much to edit, that too. I mean, if 2 hours of content is a lot to edit, and sometimes, guys, if you just feel like you don't want to post it, then, we just don't post it. So I offered, hey, if you want, we can always re-record it. And it was our first collab, so it was kind of awkward, so I completely understand. She said that she scrapped it because she had her desktop audio off. I feel really bad for that because the reason I feel bad is because I never actually recorded it too. So she asked me, if I have the files, then, we're all good and she can do it. But the problem is I never recorded it because I figured I was going to post up something different on my channel so it wouldn't be the same content getting posted, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I told her I didn't have the files, but she still hasn't responded. I don't know. Let me make something absolutely clear on here, guys. I'm not trying to shame her or anything. She's an awesome person. She was really sweet during her call and everything. Just overall, an amazing human being. Also, she's really busy with her other job. Apparently, she works somewhere in the military for accounting or something. So, she's only available on the weekends. So, it's, like, really hard to stay in contact with her. But I feel so bad because if I had known that the audio was an issue, I would have, if I had known the audio was going to be an issue, I would have actually recorded it too. So I feel really bad about that because that is completely my fault. I should have just recorded it anyways, even though I knew we weren't going to have it posted on my channel. I do wish she had said something though, like she scrapped it. Maybe she just didn't want to bother me, in which case, I mean, hey, I understand. It's awkward between two strangers, but like, I wish she had said something. I really, really do. Because now I just feel bad because, like, I was waiting, all month for some kind of update, but I didn't want to bother her. Maybe she just didn't want to bother me, but overall, it was just poor communication. So, if Cheek is listening to this, hello, hi. I do apologize for not recording it. That is completely my fault. I take full responsibility for that. I should have recorded it anyways, just as a backup, so one of us would have it. And I'm sorry I didn't message you sooner because, I didn't want to bother you. But I'm assuming that's why you didn't respond to me either. The problem is you still haven't messaged me. I would like to re-record it. So if you're listening to this and you're still willing to hit me up, I'm totally okay to record whenever you want. If you guys don't already know, I'm a substitute teacher, so my schedule is kind of based on whatever days I schedule myself for. I do have other things going on in my life, like I volunteer at my library and stuff, but other than that, my schedule's pretty darn open. And with summer coming up, I won't be substitute teaching in the summer, obviously, because school's out of session. So my schedule's pretty open right now. So Cheek, if you're listening to this, I'm totally open to re-recording that whenever you want, because I know that it's a lot harder for you to fit in videos with your schedule, So I guess the big question is, if we never posted the collab, why am I still posting the speed paint? Well, I wanted to post this because this was supposed to be like an honorary thing, you know. When I first reached out to Cheek, she didn't have that much bigger of a channel in comparison to mine. Like, I wouldn't say we were about the same. She was a slightly bigger channel, but I think she had like 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers at the time, and now she has over 10,000, y'all. She has grown in such a short period of time, and I'm so proud of her. I know my proudness probably doesn't matter to most of y'all, but like she knows what she's doing on YouTube, and it's taken me so much longer to kind of get a handle on things, and she's done it in such a short period of time. Like, she has grown her channel majorly in a very, very short period of time, and I just think that's absolutely amazing. So hats off to her, y'all. So I'm kind of posting this anyways, even though we never really uploaded our collab. I'm kind of posting this anyways, mostly as a congratulations to her, because her channel has grown in such a huge, like, short period of time, and I wanted to, you know, support her, because y'all, she got like over 10,000 subs in like nothing. Like, it was like absolutely nothing. So congrats to her, and that's why I'm posting this content. If you guys have seen my channel before, you know I always post famous YouTubers, and I think she has earned that title of being a famous Roblox YouTuber. On that happy note, anyways, as you guys know, I tend to use these videos to give you like updates about my business and my life, and I feel like it's slightly more interesting sometimes than a vlog. So yeah, let's get into that now. So my absolutely amazing, wonderful, perfect, awesome husband, he actually used some money he had set aside and got me a second desk, which he really didn't need to do. I would like to make that absolutely clear. He really did not need to do that, but he did. He was so happy with his own desk, he wanted me to have that same feeling. So we got my like dream L-shaped setup now, which is awesome, because now I have a desk for all of my papers, my devices, and stuff like that, and then I have a separate, you know, the desk I already owned for painting and arts and crafts and stuff like that. So that way I'm not getting like paints on my computer and stuff, you know. It's like two separate areas now, which is absolutely awesome, and I could not be happier. This desk is absolutely amazing. Fun fact, if you're trying to find a cheap desk, I know for a fact that like Walmart, Amazon, Office Depot, if you go to all these sites, they're all like $100 and up. It's really hard to find desks for like under $100. I totally recommend checking out eBay. I know this is like, what, ordering a desk off eBay? But yes, I totally recommend ordering a desk off eBay, because I found the exact same desk that was being sold at Walmart for like $140 for literally $70 on eBay. And it's the exact same thing, and it's awesome. This thing is metal and stuff, and I'm not really worried about damaging it too much. The original desk that I had my eye on, and I'm probably going to say it wrong, but I think it's a Mickey from IKEA. I was going to order in a desk from IKEA because, you know, guys, IKEA desks are cheap. They're decent quality and everything. But, yeah, then we found this thing on eBay, and we're like, well, why don't we save the $40 to $50 and just get this one? And sure enough, it was an amazing deal, and I'm so happy with it. I'm actually doing a lot of acrylic canvas painting now. I'm making little tiny artworks, and I'm selling them at the library so we can raise funds for the club going on at the library. And this setup is just so much nicer now because I don't have everything everywhere. Because, like, the problem was I would have, like, 3 or 4 paintings, you know, drying on my desk at a time, and then when I have these things sitting there drying, I can't really have other things going on, you know. I can't be, like, working on my sketchbook or on my computer or something if I have paints all over my desk, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I'm just unbelievably happy right now. So I actually entered in a contest. It's a convention contest, and if you win, you can either choose cash or an artist alley table. And I am very excited and happy and nervous because I entered in it, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to win because I saw some of the other entries, not all of them, but I saw some of the other entries, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. So I don't think I'm going to win the contest, but I've been waiting on the results since March, because the head of the convention, basically, they went to Japan, so they're not going to vote on it until they get back. So, yeah, it's just been, normally they announce it, like, literally, like, a few days after, but it's been, like, over a month now. And, again, you can't blame him because he's in Japan, but, yeah, it's just been kind of nerve-wracking because, like, will I win, won't I win? But I'm pretty sure I'm not going to win. And I'm not just saying that like, oh, pity me, I'm not going to win. But I genuinely don't think I'm going to win this because I saw the other entries after I'd finished mine, because everybody started sharing them after like the deadline ended, and their entries are just freaking gorgeous, guys. There was like some like really pretty princess designs and stuff, and I was able to talk to somebody who actually won last year, and they entered it in again this year. But this person that had won previously, they were telling me about everything they did and stuff, and it was just absolutely awesome to hear this experience, because I've entered in festivals before. I've done a booth at a festival, but I haven't actually done a convention yet. Selling prints and stuff like that. So it's like one of my goals, hopefully for this year. It might have to be for next year, but it's like one of my big goals is to do a convention. It was really awesome to talk to somebody who actually had experience with it now, especially because they were like a first-time convention seller. So yeah, that was pretty dang awesome. But I really think they might actually win again this year, because there's nothing stopping you from winning multiple years. Their designs, they did like these really pretty... they did not just princess designs, but they also did like some kind of like train conductor design. I don't know. Like they did like an ancient princess design and like more modern type thing. It was just freaking gorgeous, guys. I am scheduled to be a special guest at a couple conventions coming up, but I don't really have a vendor booth. That's mostly just, going and meeting people, possibly doing a panel and stuff like that. But I'm not really scheduled at the moment to be a vendor at any conventions, but I really want to be. I really, really want to do an artist alley table, but I have to get my portfolio together and stuff like that still. And also, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, this is supposed to be like a real channel, like real. And the truth is, I don't think my art is quite up to par yet for conventions, because you have to create something that's either really unique if your art style isn't that great yet, if your experience isn't where it's supposed to be. You're supposed to create something really unique, or your skill level just has to be over the top amazing. One or the other. You either got to have that uniqueness factor or an amazing skill level, if you are to sell stuff at conventions and stuff. And I don't know if I'm up to that yet. I really don't. Selling at a local festival, probably, if I get more into paintings and stuff like that, stuff older people would buy. But conventions they're harder, I'm not gonna lie. They're just, it's bigger. It's not just like the fact that the type of audience that's attending, it's also just the fact that the convention is larger than a local festival. It's just something really hard to break into, and I don't know if my skill level is to that point yet. If you look up on Google, you can kind of get an idea what these vendors are making when they go to a convention, and you might go, oh my gosh, they're making $2,000, $3,000, all the way up to like some crazy like gigantic vendors are making like 10 grand at those large conventions like San Diego Comic-Con and stuff, or maybe even more than that. I don't know now with COVID and stuff, but like most average artist alley vendor can make anywhere from probably about 2 grand to 6 grand depending on what they're selling. And you look at these numbers, you go, oh my gosh, that's so much money, but you don't understand like the amount of expenses that are going into that. A lot of these people, no matter what, if they're from out of town, they got to pay for a hotel, gas if they're traveling, sometimes a plane ticket if the convention is really far away from where they live. They're paying for a plane ticket. That can be hundreds of dollars right there. Getting their luggage shipped over and stuff. Even if you're not traveling by plane, you still have to pay for like your food for the week, parking, all these kinds of crazy stuff, because they're in these major cities and there's just so many expenses like toll fees and stuff in a lot of areas. If you're in like New York, Florida, or something like that, it's really expensive to be a vendor at a convention. If you haven't had that much profit yet to begin with your regular art business, selling prints on a online site or something like that, if you don't have a whole lot of starting funds to begin with, getting into conventions is absolutely insane. Because if you're spending $1 grand, $2 grand to go to a convention, but you haven't made 3 to 6 grand yet, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But, other than conventions, I have a lot of other gigantic goals I want to do with my business. And there's only so many hours in a day, and so many days in a week, and so many weeks in a month, and so many months in a year. So I'm trying to learn how to manage my time better, especially now with my substitute job ending here soon. Obviously, it returns in August again, but being off for a few months, I'm really trying to focus on my business. I'm really trying to get videos done and stuff and grow my channel, because I'm not doing this for the money, and I'm going to say this all the time. because right now my YouTube channel, guys, it's not making much money, and even if it never grew, I'd still be fine with it. But you know, I do want to be able to make this into a business so I can do this something full time and I don't have to worry about other jobs and stuff. I know a lot of people would call that unrealistic, but the truth is there's so much money to be made with YouTube, and nothing's stopping you from creating a YouTube channel. And you know what? I've hit the requirements to become monetized, and I know for a fact if I grow my channel, I can make more money with AdSense, and I know I can make more money with affiliate marketing and stuff like that I already have going on. So I'm really hoping to grow my YouTube more because it'll be able to fund my other projects that I want to be able to get into. So, you know, making money with YouTube, that might be able to fund, you know, better equipment for YouTube and stuff, but also be able to start getting into conventions and setting up my online store. Like, you know, I got to get a printer and I have to pay for shipping supplies and all these kind of crazy stuff. P.O. box. There's like so much stuff to be done, so many different steps that go into growing an art business. So, yeah. I feel like the biggest problem I have nowadays, and probably what most people have nowadays trying to grow their business, is they have all of these different ideas and plans, and they never truly commit to one thing and really working on it, doing it to the best of their ability, executing it as well as they can, and they just have all these different ideas, or they never actually spend time working on them. So that is the one thing I'm trying to overcome, I'm trying to accomplish with this business, because until I am able to truly grow my YouTube channel, most of my other ideas are never going to come to fruition. The last festival I participated in was in last year of October, and of course it does return because it's an annual festival. It will be back in this October. But the problem is last time I did it, I didn't have any products to sell. It was mostly just an advertisement booth at that point because I spent so much time, you know, getting my tablecloth together, my banners and stuff, my signs. And I had done all of these little giveaway bags for kids because I wanted them to come to my table. I had focused on everything but the product, and I only ended up having like 3 prints to sell, and they weren't even that great. So, I mean, I really waited until the last minute to handle that kind of stuff, and that is my biggest regret because I could have made so much money with that festival, and I really didn't. I didn't make anything. So, I think I might try to do the festival again this year because now I actually have all my branding together. I can actually focus on my product line and stuff, and I think the main thing I'm going to have to sell there is just canvas prints. I mean, not prints, but like canvas artworks, like painted stuff, because I feel like in this area, that is the thing that sells the best, is just traditional paintings and stuff, because this is like an area that has like a high level of elderly people and stuff, and that's the kind of stuff that they would buy. They're not going to buy, you know, a bunch of anime prints. And I'm not just trying to only create things that other people would like, in order to sell stuff. I do want to create things I actually enjoy making, of course, as an artist, but I really want people to know me. Not as like, oh my gosh, I want to be famous, but like I want people to know that I'm a business in this area. You know, I am a local business for this area, and I want them to, you know that I exist. And even if they're not my target market, I can create them to be my target market. So that's my main goal. If I can get a bunch of paintings done, you know, I am getting more into painting lately. I still love, you know, digital art and anime and stuff like that, but I am trying to expand my artistic abilities, so being able to do paintings and stuff, I feel like they'd really sell here, and it's something I could probably execute decently. As for my office, though, I mean, this new desk is going to do so much for me, honestly. I mean, I'm excited because now I have more space to actually work on sewing projects and stuff on top of my art. My biggest thing is I'm just so afraid I'm going to break this super fancy sewing machine my dad got me. I'm just so worried, like, I'm going to do something stupid. But I have to learn how to sew on my own, which is such a monumental task because I have taken some basic sewing lessons before. You know, I know the absolute basics of how to use a machine, but trying to figure out patterns and all these crazy things on my own is just going to be an absolute nightmare. I just have so many hobbies and stuff I'm getting into, and I only have so much time in the day, and I can do my best to plan out my day, but just having so many different projects to work on can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm going to do my best because there are so many cosplays and stuff I want to be able to create and bring to life that I haven't really seen other people do before, and just I want to be able to take my own take on it and stuff. So, yeah. Also, I see my friend. He's walking past my house right now. The high school is actually right up the street. It's one of the places I actually substitute at, but I'm actually friends with some of the students because I've known them since they were young. And he is walking past my house right now, so that's funny. What I loved about drawing Cheeks' avatar is that, like, she has, like, all these little weird designs, like, little orange line going through her eye and stuff, and I don't know, her Roblox avatar is just really fun to draw, and I love, like, the color palette about, like, the purple and orange and stuff, which are, like, kind of contrasting colors, but they work together, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I had a lot of fun drawing her character, and, I kind of wanted to make it look like it was night, like she was on the computer with, like, the computer shining. I don't know if it really got that effect, but that was the goal anyways, because, you know, she draws with her mouse and stuff, so I figured that's what I do. The thing she's most iconic for is the mouse drawing. My art may never be perfect, but I think I did a pretty decent job on this one. I mean, the anatomy is never perfect, but however, I think the coloring and stuff gave a cute effect, so I'm happy with it. My artwork is nowhere near professionals at the moment, but I do think I'm getting better, and I do think hopefully I'll be to the level of a convention artist at some point, to a degree. As you may know, I am not currently going to college for art or anything of that matter, so something I would like to do in order to improve my art is take some life drawing classes, but the problem is I live in a small town, and the nearest place that offers them is a couple hours away, but I would like to make a day trip out of it at some point, so that way I can improve my art, and I feel like that would be the best thing for me at this point. On that happy note, I hope you guys all have an awesome, amazing day, and I will see you all later. 9cat away.